I like how you're so entrepreneurial, which leads us to, I guess, how we connected, which was through BSA. So, how did you get involved in BSA?
I actually had a friend, Albert. He was in BSA before, and I found because I'm not very studious, I was like, oh, I'm at UQ, I might as well make it worth it, right? And I wasn't really going to classes, so I didn't really know that many people in uni at all. So that's when I decided to join BSA, and from there, I joined last year. Went through it for a year just as a regular committee member, and this year I ran for sponsorship director. Just nobody wanted to go for it, and I didn't have to do the presentation, so I found it an easy place to be in.
Okay. So for anyone who doesn't know BSA, can you just quickly explain what the association does?
So BSA stands for Brisbane-Asian Student Association.
BASA.
BSA.
There's
I know it is BSA.
I was about to say that.
there's a hyphen.
Okay.
Brisbane hyphen Student
Asian
Association. Yes.
Yeah.
It used to be called Borneo Student Association.
What was that acronym?
It's Borneo is like a place.
Oh, is it?
I think.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Back in the day, but yeah. I mean, Brisbane-Asian Student Association sounds a lot
I knew
better.
it was that. But
Yeah.
So joking about BSA. Okay, cool. And yeah, so then what do they do?
So we basically run events for students. Well, you don't have to be a student actually. Just anyone. If you're interested, you can come to our events, meet new people, network. It'd be fun in the Asian community. Or you don't even have to be Asian. Just come.
So I remember we were talking off camera a little bit how quite a few years ago, my wife and I were actually in the association, and we used to go to a few things from time to time. So it's cool how it's gone for so long. And you were saying, when did you think it started? It was like 20, 30 years ago or something?
Yeah, like 19 something.
And then I guess they just keep passing on the reins to new students. Yeah. Being in BSA, why did you want to start it? Was it just to try and meet people, like-minded, similar Asian people?
Yeah, it started off as that. I think I could probably get a lot more being a sponsorship director because I wasn't really doing anything else at the time. Being the entrepreneur that I try to be, I feel like with this role, I could probably learn a lot more. Also, talk to a lot more people in the business world, which is actually something that I've learned a lot throughout this journey, this year specifically.
Mm-hmm. I'd have to ask, BSA, is it open for international students of all ages?
Yeah, everyone.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah.
Were you part of any of those associations when you went through university the first time?
I don't think so, because I was really focused on my studies, and I think I went out a lot. So I'm more of like the social type as well, even in uni. So yeah, not much of those organizations. But yeah, I was curious because I wanted to get my network bigger, like make it bigger as well. So yeah, good thing you mentioned, like you're open to international students. Mm-hmm.
And I guess you put yourself in the international students' shoes. They come here, they obviously don't know anyone. Maybe they know a couple people. It's a great way for people to just really get their foot in, meet other people, other students, maybe some other people in the same situation.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a great initiative that whoever started it all those years ago. So on your Instagram, you've got Last OP. Like you said, you're promoting for them. How did you get into that?
Basically they were just looking for promoters. I feel like the demographic is pretty big in UQ specifically. I had a friend that was already promoting. He was like, oh, do you want to promote? Like, you know enough people to sell tickets. So it's just connections pretty much.
And have you seen any interesting things? I'm sure at your time there, 3 a.m. when everyone's had a bit too many. Have you seen any funny things along your time?
Yeah, so there was actually this one time, it was a Halloween OPM, and there's a guy that always dresses up in the Pikachu mascot. So, as always, there's always fights in the valley.
Yeah.
There was this group fighting at the back door, and then you just see Pikachu like distressed.
Try to break it up.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's like the guy's inside the costume, but he's just floating around, just like, guys, don't fight. But he's not actually saying it. But
We need to get that footage.
I'll try and find it. I'll try and find it.
Please send it through. How does it work? Because obviously those events are predominantly for Asians. Obviously you get other races come in too. Have
Yeah.
you seen anything funny because of that? I guess the difference in the races.
More specifically, I don't think in the races specifically, but you do stand out a lot more.
If you're
Yeah.
not Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that's like a token, and you're like, I'll wear this and I'll be the token white guy, or do they people just like you said, a lot of your friends just act Asian?
Oh, I think because we're like friends with them already, that they fit in a lot more. But there's actually some, I guess, really old guys, like they could be dads, that come to
Trying to
OPM.
pick up.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing specifically, but I don't want to judge them. Like they're probably living life at the moment, but it is a little odd,
I'll tell you,
Odd.
I
because
must say.
like I said, we were part of BSA when we went through uni, and we used to go to a couple of the different events. And the very first one I went to, this is before anything, went in with a couple of my white friends, and we're like, why the hell are there so many Asians in this club? We didn't realize like an event was actually going on.
Oh,
So
yeah.
my friends were those guys. They're just the creepy white dudes in the Asian club. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. There's like
Okay.
everyone here is Asian.
Yeah,
So
that is fair enough. That happened a lot when Lost was at Boulevard, actually.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that club, but it's usually always open to just like the general public. And because we started having our event there, people didn't really know what was going on.
yeah.
And they walk in and they're like, wait, why is there so many Asians?